Hello, I'm back. Thank you for coming back to All She Wrote 2010. Today will be an in-depth video on foundations that I have tried over the last year. Foundation was always tough for me because, first of all, I've only started using foundations since last August, so a little bit over a year. And prior to that, I had never really even been that much into makeup. I pretty much just wore mascara and chapstick and eyeliner, and that's it. Never any real face products, because I really didn't know what I was doing. But I knew that I didn't like the foundations that I had tried prior. Like, they were always really ashy looking. I could feel them on my skin. I felt like my natural skin just looked better and it wasn't enhancing my skin at all. But now I've come to find what I like and what I need. So I'm going to go over the foundations in my stash, the ones that worked for me, the ones that didn't, and why. So I filmed this video before, and it just seemed like a really long, rambling video. It really wasn't that detailed as I wanted it to be. I have a lot of foundations to cover, and I have a lot to talk about with each foundation. So I've broken it up into like categories. So for each foundation, I'm going to go over the coverage, the color match, the finish, how I apply it, if it transfers, how long lasting it is, and just my opinion on the range in general, like the good things and the bad things about each foundation range. So let's start with what I first loved. And that is Makeup Forever Face and Body. Now, everyone who has watched any of my makeup videos knows this. I first bought number 3, which is for medium skin with pink undertones, and then I bought number 1, which is for light skin with pink undertones. Both of them were a little bit too pink for me. I came to realize that they were a little bit too pink for me. Before I had found Makeup Forever Face and Body, everything just seemed either ashy or way too dark. So I was excited to know that I found one that was almost right, and to me it was just right because I had never found anything better. Yeah, so this is Makeup Forever Face and Body in 1. So yeah, here it is right here. I think this is called Soft Beige. Number 3 I think was called Natural Beige, but this turned out to be a little bit too pinky for me, so let me show you what I have now that actually is perfect. It's my Makeup Forever Face and Body in number 34, and this is for medium skin with beige undertones. This is called Golden Beige, and again it's number 34, and it has a pump now because it's new. And Sephora was so awesome because they let me switch my number 3 for the number 34, even though my number 3 was like down to here, I'd say, and I had had it for a year. So with no receipt, they let me just switch for a new one, so that was like amazing. Yeah, let me go over the categories now. Yeah, I try to make sure that I get information that you all actually need. So I actually have things written down. Okay, here we are. Makeup Forever Face and Body. So this is very liquidy. It's actually like a gel formulation. You can kind of hear it here. You can hear it. I'm shaking this one because I use a lot more of it, so that's how it sounds. And it's a very strange consistency. I really like it though. It's like gel / water, and it's water based. The coverage is very light and sheer, which I love. The color match, I'm now number 34, like I said, Honey Beige, and that is perfect for me. I actually have it on today. And the finish, as you can see today, is dewy and glowy, which I love. I hate matte. I absolutely hate matte and anything that just looks really flat and dead, because to me, unless you have like so many blemishes and scars, your natural skin is going to look way better than just a muted, like powdery face. Like, I think that's so not attractive. But anyway, dewy and glowy. I apply it with my fingers, and the way I test the coverage, how full or light it is to just put it on with my fingers, because I know a brush is going to give a fuller coverage, but just with fingers I can tell how heavy it is. So I applied this with my fingers. Sometimes I buff it in. Transfer, none at all. And with every foundation I'm about to go over, I put moisturizer under it first. It is long lasting enough for me. I don't need foundation that's going to last 12 hours. That's really a long time. And yeah, I don't want anything that sticks to my skin to the point where it's just uncomfortable. So this is a good long-lasting coverage for me. So what I want to say about the range. The range is awesome. Once again, I love the formulation. I love how it feels on my skin. I really don't feel like I have anything on my skin at all, so I love that. The colors are great because they come in a lot of different undertones. So even though it's very sheer, if you get the wrong undertone, then it's going to show and be very obvious that you have something on your face. But this just evens out your skin tone, takes out the red or the discoloration, but still you can see your skin, and you can see if you have any scars. I don't really have, yeah, my skin's really not bad. I don't really have any scars, or too many at least, so I don't really mind that. And it still looks really natural, so to me this is perfect. My skin still looks supple and real. I can't feel it once again, and the variety with the undertones is amazing. So Makeup Forever Face and Body, yes, this is a very, very good foundation for people that want light coverage. Revlon Color Stay. I have it in 360 Golden Caramel and 370 Toast. One of them is the combination oily skin formulation, the other one is a normal to dry skin. For me, there really was not a difference at all. They both felt the same on my skin. Now, this is what I think about Revlon Color Stay. It is a very full coverage. The color selection is excellent, I believe. Very good range when it comes to color selection. I was kind of annoyed that in the dry to normal skin formulation they didn't have golden caramel, so weird. I feel like they should have all the same colors for both skin types, but I don't think they do, so that's why I had to get the combination oily, but it didn't really make a difference. The finish is sheeny. It's a sheeny finish. With a full coverage, I didn't know that you could get a foundation that was not creamy and moisturizing but still had a sheen to the finish, which was kind of cool. It looks like skin, but like perfect, like to the point where it does look a little bit flat because it looks a little bit too perfect. You cannot see your skin under this, and I applied it once again with my fingers, so if I couldn't see my skin under it applying with fingers, I can only imagine what it looks like with a brush. Like, that looks a little bit too fake for me. But just with fingers, it still looks like skin, but it is a little bit too, it covers a lot. I'm not used to that. It's very long lasting. I think it's a little too long lasting. It actually is hard to take off to me. I need to use more than one makeup wipe. I need to vigorously, you know, rub my face to get it off. So I really didn't like that. It smells funny. It smells chemically to me. I don't really like the smell. It feels a little bit uncomfortable on the skin. I could feel it on my skin. It doesn't break me out, but I do feel like a weird tingly feeling, so I don't really like that either. And I could feel it on my skin all day. So I feel like there's something on my face. Once again, that's not really a plus for me. But yeah, it feels heavy on me. It looks very nice, once again, but it looks very fake. But the redeeming quality in it is that it is dewy, so it gives it some dimension. It doesn't look super flat because since it's dewy, you can still look like you have foundation on, but not like you tried so hard or like you need so much coverage or anything. So yeah, overall the range, I would say, once again, the color selection is amazing. It is too long lasting and it's hard to take off and it feels uncomfortable on the skin. It does look shiny, not shiny, but it does look kind of sheeny, which makes your skin look pretty supple and realistic, but it's a little bit too perfect and flat when it comes to the color. So that's what I feel about Revlon Color Stay. I don't regret buying it though, and I might, you know, I might use it one day, you never know, but it will definitely not be an everyday foundation. Nars. Now I did not buy Nars Sheer Glow. I did not buy Nars Sheer Glow. I have two samples. I know, they look kind of gross, right? I mean, they're in this bag and they kind of bled into the bag, whatever, nasty. From Sephora. So they're really awesome when it comes to samples. You can pretty much get whatever you want. So the women color matched me in Syracuse and Barcelona. Syracuse for my darker days, Barcelona for the lighter. going to take these out. They're extremely messy, but I want you all to see what I'm talking about. Here's Syracuse. Oh, okay. Whoop. Really gross. Okay, here's Syracuse, and here's Barcelona. Barcelona is a little bit pinkier and a little lighter. Syracuse is a little bit darker and a little bit more goldy, I would say. The Nars Sheer Glow foundations, they are definitely full coverage. Sorry, I'm putting them back in this bag now so I don't get this all over what I wrote. Okay, the Nars Sheer Glow is definitely full coverage. It looks like skin, but it can look flat because of the full coverage and the depth of the pigment. Like, the pigments are very, like, bam. So, yeah, the color selection is great, full, very pigmented, a little bit on the warm side, I'd say. So, a little bit more yellowy toned for most of their foundations. Barcelona for me now is a great match. Syracuse is too, but not right now. So I bounce in between Syracuse and Barcelona. Okay, the finish. It leaves a sheen on the skin, which is cool. It's glowy, satin finish, I'd say. Not as glowy as a Revlon Color Stay, but still a satiny finish. And I always put moisturizer under it. I apply it with my fingers, once again. It transfers a little, but nothing to be freaked out about. I guess maybe it takes a little bit longer to dry than some of the other ones, but it transfers a little bit. It is long lasting. It's long lasting enough, not to the point where it's annoying to take off, but it does last. So you're not going to feel like it's just melted away after 2 hours. And I'd say that the range overall has great color selection. Especially for medium to dark skinned people, for sure. Yeah, so many different choices. Feels good on the skin, actually. It actually feels good on the skin. It feels like you don't really have much on. So that's a good thing, because with the Revlon Color Stay, you can definitely feel it. And it, yeah, it's uncomfortable. But this is not uncomfortable, but it's a little less sheeny. But I do like the shine, so it's a give and take there. Nars Sheer Glow, I would say that I actually would buy it. Not now, because I do not need it now at all, and it would really be for like one of those rare occasion foundations. Since I have the Revlon Color Stay though, I don't really know if I'd be so inclined to buy it, because that's almost just the same. It is more uncomfortable, but it's more sheeny, which I like. So I don't know, it's kind of a toss-up. It's a great foundation though. I will say it's a great foundation. It's very full coverage. I don't really need full coverage, so for people that do though, it's a great choice. Moving on to something that is really unique. This is my Mojo Light Twinkle Color Adjusting Mineral Makeup. And this is more of a tinted moisturizer. It is really pretty. It brightens up your skin. So obviously the coverage is going to be light because it's a tinted moisturizer. Since it's moisturizing, it leaves your skin feeling dewy and looking dewy. I apply it with my fingers. Transfer, I mean, it's like lotion almost. You don't want to rub your face against stuff, because yeah, this will come off, but it's not made like a foundation, so you can't really expect that from this. Long lasting, once again, it's like a moisturizer, so you know, this isn't like heavy duty or anything, but if you just want to go out just to freshen up your face on errands, or just, you know, a regular outing that's not too special, no pictures being taken, this is perfect. This is like one of my everyday items. If I'm not going to wear foundation, I'll wear this as my moisturizer. So yeah, Mojo Light Twinkle, definitely thumbs up, love it. Now for another sample that I got. This is the Chanel Vitalumiere. So, Chanel Vitalumiere. Let's just jump right into it. Extremely expensive. No, I'm just playing. I mean, it is. I think it's like almost $50 or maybe a little bit more. So yeah, it's pretty expensive. the coverage is medium. And I can say this with certainty that it's like a true medium coverage because I applied it with my fingers again, and when I did that, I didn't see every discoloration and every scar, but I did see some of the darker ones. Like, I don't have super scars all over my face or anything, but I could see through this, but not totally. So this was definitely medium coverage. I am in the color 40. This is actually a little bit too cool for me. It's a little bit too pinky. I want to try other shades. I think there's like a 41 and maybe a 50. So I don't know. I'm going to try those. But yeah, this is 40. The finish is very dewy and moisturizing. So it's very dewy and luxurious. I mean, my skin looks pretty dewy and shiny now. It's pretty much the same, like, except that this one is very moisturizing and thick. Yeah. It does transfer a little bit, but not that badly, so that's okay with me. Long lasting enough. Yeah, this is long lasting enough. I'm not the type of person who wants my makeup to last more than 8 hours. After that, it just feels like plaster or something. So this is long lasting enough. The range overall smells beautiful, very dewy, makes your skin look supple, makes your skin look fresh and youthful. The color selection sucks, Chanel. Your color selection sucks. All of the colors were a little bit too cool toned, and on top of that, they didn't go deep enough at all. So just because I can wear this 40 doesn't mean that it's my best color match, because it's really not. I'm gonna try darker ones and colors that are more neutral, but I don't really think they even have any. So whatever. It's a good foundation. Definitely feels very luxurious. Unless I find the right color match, though, I'm not gonna buy it, because I'm not someone that likes to look ashy or can really tolerate a bad color match, and this was probably one of the worst. I mean, I can pull it off, but I feel like a fraud because I know that it's kind of the wrong color. So yeah, that's Chanel Vitalumiere. Great foundation, color match, color selection sucks. So it's actually a little bit later in the day. For some reason, the last part of my video didn't film, so I'm back just to finish what did not catch on. So, the last foundation that I am really going to talk about in depth is from overseas. I'm really sad that they don't have it here in America, but I've heard so many good things about it on YouTube, and I just had to try it for myself. It is the Bourjois Paris Healthy Mix Foundation. Now, I never buy foundations without testing them or trying them, but the awesome thing about Bourjois is when you look on their website and you look at the Healthy Mix Foundation, you can actually see it on a model online. Basically, you click on the shade that you're interested in, and she turns that shade along with the background, kind of. So you can kind of see the gradation and the differences between shades to see like how big of a jump it is from one number to the next. And I just chose the face that looked closest to my color. And I actually got two, as I usually do, because, you know, I wasn't testing them in person, so it is kind of hard. And also, I changed colors. So I got number 56, which is the Hale Claire, that is light bronze, and then I got 57, which is the Hale, where does it say? Hale, which means bronze. So I got both of these. I love them. I must say I'm very, very happy with them. Let me just stick to what I wrote down, because I could go on and on about this foundation. Basically, okay. Healthy Mix is a medium coverage. You put it on, and I put it on with my fingers over a moisturizer. When you put it on, you can see through it, so you can see your skin, but you can't see every detail. The colors, I believe, are all of a cooler undertone. 56 is a great color for me now, but it is slightly cool for me. I'm more of a neutral, so it's kind of a little bit pinky for me, but it's not horrible, and it's really not bad. It's probably not even noticeable to anyone except me, so I like this. 57 is also a little bit cooler, but also a little bit darker, so I bounce between 56 and 57. The finish is a satin finish. The skin does have a sheen to it. It's not as moisturizing and dewy as Chanel Vitalumiere, but it is very sheeny and still very dewy in my opinion. It is moisturizing as well. I apply it with my fingers like I already said. It is long lasting, once again not ridiculously long lasting, but it says that it lasts up to 16 hours. I would never wear foundation for 16 hours, so I don't care if it does or not. 8 is really enough for me, maximum. Yeah, this smells so good. Yeah, it smells really good, very fruity. Overall, the range, I would say it's a great formula. It's very creamy. It feels very good on your skin. It doesn't feel like you have anything on your skin. Maybe it feels like a moisturizer, but it doesn't feel heavy at all. It feels very nice. The color range, I will say, does suck though, because even though the colors are very true to a real skin color of a person and not like too pinky or too yellowy or whatever, or ashy, none of that. They don't have a problem with that, but they don't have enough selections. I believe there's 8 choices. People that are like darker, they don't have any colors for them. So I think that's really crappy, because it's a good foundation that is offered all throughout Europe, and you can't get the colors that people really are. So that's kind of crappy. You need more colors, Bourjois. It smells great, like I said. Very nice finish. It's not too shiny. It's moisturizing, but it's not as moisturizing as Chanel Vitalumiere, but it's still very like sheeny and dewy and pretty. So yeah, Bourjois Healthy Mix, I do love. I'm very glad I got it. And I think that the way that they color match online is very comprehensive, and I think other companies should follow suit. So overall, I would just have to say that my 2 holy grails right now are, once again, the Makeup Forever Face and Body in 34 for the very light, sheer, dewy coverage that it gives. I love that. Very evening, evens your skin tone out perfect. And the Bourjois Healthy Mix for its medium coverage, very moisturizing, which I'm going to need in the winter. Smells great, and has, once again, that dewy finish that I love. So these, I would have to say, are my Holy Grail foundations. So that's pretty much all when it comes to my foundations and the ones that I have and ones I'm thinking of getting. I hope this helped someone. If you guys have any foundations that you think are really good or that really work for you or need to be mentioned, let me know below. If you have any questions about the ones I've mentioned or anything else, definitely leave it below. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks again. This is Aisha signing off, and I will talk to you guys very soon.